So we're off again. Left Puerto de la Selva. Got everything ready to hoist the spinnaker because we thought we were leaving under backwind. Anyways, the backwind didn't materialize, so once again we got a headwind. But so I had to pack up everything after I had everything ready and put everything away for the moment. So we're heading to Locat. Conditions are good, light wind, beautiful day. We got about 25-30 nautical miles to do before we get to Locat. So, wow, it's beautiful. What can I say? The sea is alive with the sound of music. All right, enough of that. Check this out, I got the spinnaker up. It's not perfect, it's a little rolled up on top. I'm gonna have to untwist it. But this is my first time getting it up on my own. And I'm cruising downwind with the spinnaker. Woohoo! Coming into a sporty finish. It got a little windy and wind change. I wasn't getting it from the back anymore, so didn't have too much problem bringing down my spinnaker. I was a little worried about that, but with the sock system it was not that difficult. I just had to let go of the lines and let it dégonfler, and then it's just a matter of pulling the sock down real fast, and it was down. Doing around 7 knots speed, even more it seems like on ground. So coming into the final finish.
For the first time in our voyage, we had a favorable wind. It's those few moments that make sailing so glorious.
Well, I'm in Port Locat, under sail. Beek said that if he was going to validate my internship with him, I had to come in under sail and do a controlled jibe. So here I am, under sail, in the port. So far so good. Well, I made it back to Port Locat, under sail, as Professor Beeks, Coach Beeks told me. And then dropped the sail in the pond here area, cruised in all by myself just fine, and I'm moored and anchored in my berth. So that was it. This is the end of a great journey, and
Félicitations. Il a obtenu son diplôme Bix.
That was nice.
It's Jack Mayol. Do you remember Jack Mayol? It's Bigs of the sea. And now comment on dit, diving. I'm diving under the sea for look at the coral and the tropical fish of Pearl Cat. Okay?
Ah, ce soir, je vais regarder le Grand Bleu. Il repasse à la télé.
Ah ouais?
Now I'm feeling a short swimming short. Swimming short red and the combination neoprene black and red for the look. Caribbean Sea. It's too hot.
Moi, je l'aurais vu scaphandrier dans une entrevue.
The depths of Port Lookout are far from the Caribbean. Biggs dove under his boat to find a $300 pair of Ray-Bans.
Non, mais je ne trouverai pas. Non, mais j'ai cherché s'il y avait un peu de rivet.
Ouais. Et qu'est-ce que tu sentais?
Rien que de la merde.
Pas évident, hein? So Beeks has taken me on a extreme solo sailing course apprenticeship down along the coast of Spain. Now, my other friend Daniel, who has been working with Jeanneau for years and years and years, is taking me on a tour of Galopin, or my son Fizz 40. And that means taking a tour of the whole electrical system, electronic system, as well as taking me around the reefing, halyards, etc. to make it more manageable, more controllable, and easier to sail, mainly to reef and hoist the sail from the cockpit rather than going to the mast. And since he's so experienced in boat fittings and all that stuff, he's the best guy and the best friend to show me around and get things done. So we're going to install a new navigational system and as well as a new electrical board, because the one that I have now is just not quite right. So this means I have to live in kind of a mess for a while until we get this all taken care of and done. But it's just another fantastic learning experience, and it's another way to really get to know Galopin and get him to work with me as best as possible. So this is all part of the Winded Voyage. I'm kind of living in a little bit disaster zone here, as we are still fixing and rewiring things with Daniel. It's quite a mess, but I'm just gonna have to live with it. I get to make a little bit of soup and watch the ball games that I missed. So I'm a Patriot fan, so I'm watching the Patriots play the Texans, and it's gonna be all right. So that's it. Tomorrow's another day.
My trip with Biggs tested me in Galopin. We both needed some help, and it came by way of Daniel. He offered to take a look at my wiring, and before I knew it, Galopin's insides were exposed.
Tu es là? Ouais, moi je suis à fond. Contact. You're ready? Contact. It's okay? Contact. Ça marche bien. It's okay.
Ça va être lumière. Faut mettre un scotch. Lumière.
Lumière.
Table.
Put a scotch.
For light.
Light for the cockpit table.
When you don't know what you're doing,
Mais tu sais comme mettre.
you're better off letting the professionals do it. People who know what the hell they're doing.
Du coup, tu tires un posit. Comme ça, non, il te trouve. Le pitch. Il est bon,
Oh, et tu vas pas me casser les webs, toi. Mais non, c'est des trop gros fils comparé à l'alimentation que j'ai. Tu comprends ce que je veux dire?
Non, je comprends. Là, j'ai un moins. Et le violet, j'ai dit que c'était un plus.
Some of the wiring was faulty, so we tested and pulled new wires. Although it worked, it was a mess, and Dan cut and poked every wire to understand the logic of the illogical. The water system was also an enigma. Bix and Dan are both at it as I stood there befuddled.
Le groupe d'eau n'importe où sur le réseau. Oui, mais il faut que je me raccorde. L'eau, elle monte ici, regarde les tuyaux là.
Oui, mais ils sont là les tuyaux.
Non,
les voilà.
c'est pas là.
Et
Non.
oui, ils montent au robinet.
Celui-là, pour moi, il va devant. Là, celui-là, il va devant. Avec cette vanne qui est là, je virais. Et celui-là, à mon avis, il va là.
Dan figured out the hot and cold conduits, but where would we put the water pumps was the question.
Il va devant.
It seems every boat is different and every captain believes his way, his system, is the way to
Tuyau
go.
et ballon. Ouais, mais il y a toujours, il faut qu'il y ait un peu de place quand même. Il faut y accéder. Mais après, j'ai les vannes des réservoirs. Les réservoirs, ils sont ici, Alex. Tu te rends compte de la distance entre les réservoirs? Comment je vais faire? Parce que j'ai les tuyaux qui vont au réservoir.
Moi, dans mon bateau, j'ai le groupe d'eau là.
Oui, mais parce que tu as les réservoirs
Là.
derrière.
J'ai un réservoir derrière et un devant. Je l'ai en plein milieu
Oui,
du
c'est ça,
bateau,
parce
le
que
groupe
tu as un
d'eau.
réservoir devant, mais lui, il a les deux réservoirs derrière.
Que tu t'en fous, toi, non?
Et il faut que j'amène les tuyaux aussi là-bas.
Moi, j'en sais rien, moi. Hein.
Je sais pas, moi.
Moi, ça me plaît pas l'eau.
Oui, mais je suis d'accord, mais trouve-moi juste une place. Il m'en faut. Et si je le mets là-bas devant le lit, ouvre-moi là pour voir.
There are more than 80 boats circling the globe that were prepared by Dan. He's been working on Jeanneau boats for over 30 years. So when he told me to take everything out of Galopin, I willfully followed orders. And off we were onto a whole new other journey.